Parashat Shlach Lecha Nashim, send important people. V'yaturu et haaretz, they should look at the land and help us believe that no matter what the issue is, that we're capable of conquering and living and thriving in this land. In the time of a war that is unfathomable, the level of miracles, together with the tremendous loss and pain of so many civilian lives and people living in fear, and the need to be extremely aware of the fact that with the miracles and with the hodaya, we also have to be able to care and understand the level of commitment and pain that the Jewish people are all giving for this time in history that Bezrat Hashem soon will help us see Biat HaGoel. And also obviously in the moments of the wedding of Josh and Sophia that are extremely excited to be the ones that build the Mikdash Me'at, so that we could all know what we're fighting for and what we're striving for. And we know that some of us know the pilots that are in Iran. And one of them that we got to speak to said something very, very important. And the idea was that he described that there are two ways of looking at our talents. Every one of us have a talent. It could be artistic, dramatic, charismatic. Some of us have financial awareness, visual awareness. We've all been given a talent, a gift to share with the world that makes us represent Hashem's greatness in a unique way. He said that there's looking from up down and from down up. It's one of the most important sentences. And the concept that this pilot was explaining was that when you look from up down, and when they asked him, what are you thinking about when you're in the plane? He said, I'm thinking of David and Goliath, a non-religious soldier, thinking about David and Goliath, saying, when you see Iran's desire is just like Goliath, to kill us all as quick as possible, to remove the Jewish people from the world. And when you see the size of Iran, it's mamash Goliath. It's tremendously bigger and greater in size. And he said when he looks at himself, he thinks of David. And when he thinks of David, he's thinking that all he needed was a surprising tactic to reveal that size can easily be diminished when a person has Hashem with this idea of endless potential that Hashem is giving to David. He said that's what he was thinking about as he was flying from Eretz Yisrael to Iran, that he was David fighting against Goliath. And I think that what he was really saying was that Goliath looks from up down. He got a talent. The guy's huge. His size is bigger than any other. And he uses it to look down, to create fear, and to use his ability to make other people feel that they're nothing. And when we look at David, he's looking from down up. He says, I'm not stronger. I'm not as scary. But I know that I'm coming with the energy and the power of I have something unique called creativity. And that my creativity is meant to enable the people behind me and not to disable and make other people feel uncomfortable. V'nihi beinenu kechagavim is one of the strongest sentences in all of Tanakh. Says that the fear of these anakim of Iran is that we think that the size and the external ability is something that's going to scare us. And we have to remember that the idea of Eretz Yisrael is that it's small, but it's godly. And in the godly world, what usually seems one way is actually the opposite, and what's small is actually big. because when it has a source, it could last forever. And in this war, we're trying to remind ourselves that every one of us, soldiers, the wives that are married to the soldiers, the kids of the soldiers, the ones that aren't able to be in the army for medical reasons, the ones that can't be in the army for emotional reasons and different things going on, but that they're fighting all the time for the soldiers, and they're fighting for the Oref and the people that are in Eretz Yisrael and the people that aren't in Eretz Yisrael. Every one of us have a gift, and we see it not as, well, let me show you that I have something better, but let me realize that I have something unique that's going to help me make everyone feel that they're eternal. This is the war. The war of looking from our ability down on people, or realizing that our ability is to look at people. And that's why at the chuppah of Josh and Sophia, there's going to be no walls, so that they could look around and see, oh my God, we're so special. Look how many people love us. But we're looking at them so that we could think about what we can do for them. And who's better than Josh and Sophia to teach us this idea that you have the greatest abilities in the world of chesed, of emet. Mamash emet v'shalom ehavu. In this couple, emet v'shalom. And they use it to look at everyone around them and to make sure that they could make them feel more comfortable. And with this, we should be zocheh to keep seeing these great miracles and see ourselves as miracles, and really believe that we should never see ourselves as chagavim. We should see ourselves as tzinorot. It's a little thin tzinor, but that it could bring down all the shefa of Hashem into this world.